Hey everyone, welcome to part 7 of the SHSAT math review for 2022. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so if 3n is a positive even number, how many odd numbers are in the range from 3n up to and including 3n plus 5? Okay, so if 3n is even, then 3n plus 1 will be odd, right? Because odds and evens alternate. 3n plus 2 will be even. 3n plus 3 will be odd. 3n plus 4 will be even. And 3n plus 5 is odd. Okay, so how many odd numbers are in this range? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's all you need to do. Okay, 99. A box contains 5 strawberry candles, 3 banana candles, and 2 orange candles. If Braden selects 2 candies, I guess. Okay, if Braden selects 2 candies at random from this box without replacement, so without replacement, right? Without replacing them, what is the probability that both candles are not banana? Okay. So let's look at the first one. Okay, so the total number of candles available are 5 plus 3 plus 2. So that would be 10. And the number of candies that are not banana are, well, you have 5 strawberry candles and candies and 2 orange candies, right? So 7 candies that are not bananas. So on your first pick, you have a 7 in 10 probability of picking a candy that is not banana. And then on your second pick, so if you want to pick candies both times that are not bananas, then the second pick assumes that the first pick, that in your first pick you did not pick a banana. And so therefore, right, so there's obviously going to be 9 candies left because we're not replacing the candy that you picked. And since you picked a candy in the first try that wasn't banana, if you're picking 2 that are not bananas, then there are only going to be 6 candies left that are not bananas, right? If you picked a banana on the first try, then there would still be 7 candies that are not bananas, but you have to pick a candy on the first try that is not a banana in order for both candies not to be bananas, and therefore there is 1 less candy that is not a banana. So you have a 6 out of 9 probability in the second turn of picking a candy that's not banana. And so both of these have to happen, right? First and second. So you got to multiply both of these probabilities together. Okay, so now let's simplify this. So this is going to be 7 over 10 times 2 over 3. And this would be 5. So this is 7 over 15, which is C. Okay, now 100. So in the equation above, W, X, Y, and Z are positive numbers. Which of these is equal to Z? Okay, so instead of looking at these, let's actually cross multiply and solve for Z. So we have WZ is equal to XY. So then Z would be equal to XY over W. So this is going to be H. Okay, and now 101. So on the number line above, points W, X, Y, and Z are integers. And the ratio of WX, XY, and Y to Z is 4 to 2 to 3. and then we want to know what the value of wy is equal to. Okay. So I'm going to let wx be equal to 4x. Or that's actually confusing. Okay. I'm going to say that it's equal to 4s. And then xy is going to be 2s. YZ is going to be 3s. Right, so the ratio of wx to xy, y to z is still 4 to 2 to 3, right? S is sort of like an arbitrary, S is a variable, which, yeah, it's just a variable, and we're representing the length this way of wx. Okay. And we want to know what the value of wy is. So I don't actually know where y is exactly on the number line yet. But I do know the length of wz, right? So the length of wz is just 8 minus negative 10, which is 18. So this is sort of convenient because we know that the length of wz is 18, and we also know that its length can be represented by adding up the length of x, xy, and yz. And now we can actually solve for s. So this would be 9s is 18, and s is equal to 2. So now we know, if we want to solve for wy, well, wy is just equal to wx plus xy. And we know that wx is 4s plus xy, which is 2s. So this would be equal to 6s, and s is just equal to 2. So this would be 12, which is C. Okay, now on to 102. So a metal square used in an electronic device must have a thickness of 0.02 inch with an allowable error of 1%. What is the greatest allowable thickness in the metal square? Okay, well, the greatest allowable thickness would be 0.02 inch plus that error of 1% of 0.02 inch, right? This is the greatest thickness that it can have. So we just need to evaluate that. Right, this is 1% of the thickness. So, yeah. Okay, so let's actually evaluate this. So this would be 0.02 plus, and this is basically just saying 0.02 times 0.01. That's just dividing 0.02 by 100. So you just add 2 more zeros, right? So it would be 0, 0, 0, adding 2 more zeros. Okay, so then this would be 0.0202. So that would be the greatest allowable thickness. Okay, 103. So we have scores on biology tests. So we have 3 different sections. We have like a range of scores, and we have the lowest score. So this means, okay, so Mr. Blake's biology class is divided into 3 sections. The same test was given to each section. The table above shows both the lowest score and the range of scores on this test for each section. What is the overall range of all scores in all 3 sections? Okay, so let's look at section 1. So if the lowest score is 65 and the range of scores is 28 points, then the highest score must be 65 plus 28 points, right? So that would be, let's see, it would be 93, I think. Yeah. So then in section 2, the lowest score is 62 points, and the range of scores is 25 points. So the highest score must be 87. In 3, the lowest score is 67, range of scores is 22. The highest score must be 89. Okay, and now we want to know the overall range of scores in all 3 sections. So to do that, we can find the highest score in all 3 sections and the lowest score in all 3 sections, or across all 3 sections. So the highest score of all 3 sections would be this 93, right? And then the lowest score would be 62, not 65 or 67, but 62. And so this range is going to be 31 of scores. Okay. So we'll do 104. Number of schools in 5 cities. Okay. So the graph above shows the number of schools per city for 5 small cities. Cities M and N each have 500 students per school. Okay. City P has 400 students per school. Cities Q and R have 700 students per school. And we want to know which of the 5 cities has the greatest number of students. So if we were asked which of the 5 cities has the greatest number of schools, well, it would be City P, right? Because City P has 9 schools. But we actually want the greatest number of students. So let's start with M. So M has 8 schools, and then it has 500 students per school. So the schools cancel out, and we're left with 4,000 students. Okay, so now N has 5 schools and 500 students per school. So it would have 2,500 students. P has 9 schools, and it's told to have 400 students per school. So that's 3,600 students. Now Q has 6 schools and 700 students per school. So that's 4,200 students. And finally R has 4 schools and also 700 students per school. So that's 2,800. Okay, so now of all the schools, it looks like Q has the most students, so that would be G. And I think that we'll pick up with 105 in the next video. Alright, see you.